Guys, editing Tyler here. I thought it would be fun to give you guys like a behind the scenes of the kind of conversations we have with our guests before we really get into the episode, kind of like taking care of housekeeping and stuff like that. It's not normally what we put into the episode, but I thought it'd be fun for you guys to get a little BTS. So, yeah, without further ado, here we go.
Okay, so Jen, before we get into the weeds here, a couple housekeeping
Mhm.
matters. Um, First of all, thanks for joining us. I'm so excited to talk to you. Tyler was admiring your Instagram, so we'll be
Yes.
talking about all that.
Mhm.
So our main goal is to make you as comfortable as possible. So we don't have back and forth questions planned out. We don't have an outline. It's very much a conversation about the things that we love, which is books for all of us. And just getting to know you as a bookstagrammer and content creator and a reader and all the things. And if there's at any point anything that you say that you feel like, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have said that, or maybe I don't want to talk about that or whatever, just let us know and Tyler can edit it out. She's very good at we're very, very much about we want everybody to be happy and comfortable and have a good time.
Totally.
Okay.
And from the technical aspect, if you glitch, you see us glitch, we freeze, don't worry about it. Riverside, the app that we're using, is really good at fixing that in
Oh, good.
post. So even though it might look shoddy, it'll actually come out quite clear. So yeah, Riverside's really good for that. We're
Clearly, we're
good.
professionals at this, Jen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
so am I.
We don't know what we're doing. And, Tyler and I will be sending each other these like, oh my God, this is a really good podcast. And they're like professionals and they sound
Professionals.
professional. And we're like, oh my God, we're the worst.
We're just over here trying our best.
Okay. So we went
Okay.
through the housekeeping stuff. Is there any questions that you have for us before we get going?
Think so. I'm
All
just
right.
excited to do this.
We're excited to have you. So excited. All right, Tyler, do your intro thing.
Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Little Prince. Today we have someone very special, someone who I look up to as a content creator because, oh my God, the aesthetic is there and it is gorgeous. JV, would you like to introduce our guest today?
Yeah, so we have Jen, and Jen, I'm not even gonna bother trying with your last name because I've tried to tell Taylor, what is happening? It's because you were just ranting about Taylor Swift. So, Tyler.
Topic.
So, Jen, can you please tell us how to actually pronounce your last name, please?
Yes, it is Grand Leonard.
Grand Leonard. Okay, so I think I said that right at least once, Tyler, while you and I were talking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also known as JennGrandReads on
Yes.
Instagram.
Jen
Do you
Grand
have
reads.
any other social platforms? Like, are you on Tickety Talk or any of those?
I am on TikTok, same handle.
Nice.
Which one are you more active on usually? Do you feel like you're more of a bookstagram girly or more of a book talk?
I am more Bookstagram. I just kind of cross post what I do on Instagram onto TikTok.
Yeah,
That's the way
reuse
to
the
do it, man.
content.
Yeah.
Nobody has time to record different
No,
videos for different
no,
platforms.
not at all.
I love it. I love it. This is really random, but what are you drinking today?
I am drinking some lovely homemade iced coffee.
Iced
Ooh.
coffee. See,
Do
finally
you do
someone with
like the
some caffeine.
syrups? Yeah. Do you do the syrups?
No, I have flavored, forget what, French vanilla. What is it called? Creamer.
Do
Creamer.
you
French vanilla
do
creamer.
do you do little videos of you preparing your iced coffee? Because there's definitely some bookstagrammers who and they're ASMR. I love watching those.
Yeah, I don't, but I think it would be really fun. I just never am with it enough in the morning to be like, I should record this and it would be cute. I'm
Seriously.
just like, give me the caffeine.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
like your eyes are barely open and you're just
Uh-huh.
like, I just need I
Yeah.
need the fix. Yeah.
Yeah. And to be
I'm the same
honest,
way.
most of the time, my husband is the one that brings me coffee up in bed because I'm
Oh,
not a morning person. And so it's kind of become our habit that he will make our coffee and then he brings it to me in bed.
Is his
Oh,
coffee better than the coffee that you make?
Probably because he has a little like frother that he uses, and I don't know how to use it. So
Oh, that's so
good
cute.
man. Good
I know
Yes.
man.
he's the best.
See, now that is the energy we need. My husband draws me baths every morning.
Oh, I love
Every
that.
morning.
That's
Yeah. And
amazing.
then
You
he'll
get a
wake
bath
me.
in the morning?
I am like a diesel engine. I have to idle for a little while before I'm functional. And so my
That
husband,
is such a good analogy.
Yeah.
no, it's true. Yeah.
Oh my
So my
gosh.
husband will get up, he'll draw me a bath, and then he's like, "Babe, your bath is ready." And then
I
Oh
I'll,
my
could
gosh.
never.
and then I
Literally,
sit there.
I work at 7 a.m. and at 6:59, I'm like rolling over to grab my laptop to like log in and
I
just
would
be like,
be, I'm still the undead. I need a long time to get going. A
Yeah,
long
I hear
time.
you. I'm
See?
like that
So
too.
that's sweet of your husband to make you iced
that's so
coffee.
sweet.
I know he's the best. He
Husband,
does the
take
cold
notes.
brew stuff like in our fridge, and we have a big jug that he does it.
Oh,
And
yeah.
yeah, so even if he's not here, he wasn't here the past couple days. He took our boys to visit his parents. I had to make it myself, and but it was right there already.
So that is
Oh,
sweet.
Yeah,
yes.
he takes care of
See,
me.
green flags like that are the best.
I think that
See?
in a world where we have to make so many decisions, to literally wake up and not have to even think about it, just be like, my first decision of the day is not going to be, should I get up and make coffee?
Exactly.
That's
Yep.
amazing.
See?
Our
Yeah.
podcast is going to be 20 minutes of us talking about coffee
No, I
before we
seriously,
get into anything.
you heard me rant about this, right? I mean, but it's like, these guys talking to other guys on that podcast, like, oh, to be an alpha male and this is what you get a six-figure salary and blah, blah, blah. When
Right.
really all women want is just bring me coffee in bed, make me a bathtub in the morning.
Exactly.
I don't need you to be a billionaire, okay?
Right.
Nope.
Just be good to
Right.
me.
Yep.
I make my own money. You
Yeah,
treat me
I'm
right.
good. I'm good. You don't even need to have a six-pack. Would it be a nice addition? Sure. Is it
Right.
a requirement? Absolutely not. Because what I'm
Yeah.
attracted to is your mind
I
and your
know.
heart.
Yep. That's why
Yeah.
rom-coms are so popular because it's the green flag
Yes.
men usually in them, unless you
Yeah.
dark romance,
Unless
but
you're more
Unless you
likely.
like broody. Uh,
yeah.
but yeah, that's a great segue. It's like you're a pro at this. But
Perfect.
I see your Instagram. First of all, gorgeous. You
Ugh.
have
I'm gonna
I
pull it
said
up
this
real quick.
yeah, I said this to I don't know if you know who Books with Bagel is, but she was another bookstagrammer that we had on, and she's done a very good job of over time creating her brand. And I feel like you have also done that. You look at your stuff and you were like, that's Jen. Like you don't even need to look at the name. Like it's so
And
iconically
it's so
your
happy.
brand. It
You're one
Well,
of
that's
is.
so
those.
good because
You're
I
so
have no
one.
idea how to make an aesthetic. So
You have though. Your aesthetic is exactly what she's showing. Like you look at it and you're
Happy and
just like,
bright.
yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah.
It
I
just
love.
makes you feel good. And I see that
Yes.
you read a lot of romance. And as a girl
I do.
after my own heart, so what does your thing say? Fantasy, romance, sci-fi? I
Mm-hmm.
think we're sisters. We
Yeah.
I love
How
those
much
books.
sci-fi do you read?
I have
Realistically.
just started reading sci-fi. I was never really a sci-fi person until I discovered sci-fi romance.
There is sci-fi romance. I'm
What?
sorry,
There is
what?
sci-fi romance. One of the books that I read and loved, it was marketed as astromance.
Okay, tell me what the
I
title.
think
I'm
that needs a
gonna
little reworking. Astromance.
Astromance.
ass romance.
No,
That's
we're
a
not into that
different
kind of
genre.
thing.
No butt play.
No.
So what is it? What is it called, Jen? What was the book called? I want
It
to
is
look it up.
called it's right here. A Sacrifice of Blood and Stars by Jennifer Brody.
Blood and
Ooh,
It sounds
it's giving
romantic-ish.
romantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Sacrifice of Blood and Stars. Okay, I'm gonna text this to Tyler because I need to put it somewhere so we can look it
I'm
up.
right here. I'm gonna go through the episode and get the name. You're
Yeah,
so
but
sweet.
then I have it in writing and stuff.
I would say, as of now, my favorite sci-fi romance is To Avenge a Fallen Star by Keelana Quinn. It's so good.
That's so interesting because I guess a little bit of a backstory is I was never really a reader. It's literally only this last like year and a bit pretty much when I was heavily pregnant and I couldn't do anything else. I was like, well, I might as well read a book. And then I fell in love with reading and I read so many books since then. But
Mm-hmm.
my first books that I really, really, really liked was Ready Player One, by I'm gonna forget his name. How am I gonna forget his name? He's
They
literally
made
my
that in a
favorite author
movie,
for so
right?
long.
Ready Player
They
One?
I
did, they
think so.
did. What
Sounds
the heck is
familiar.
his name? Oh, here he is. Ernest Cline. Sorry, Ernest Cline. But he also wrote Armada and Ready Player Two, and then there was another one that he wrote that I love his writing. I think he was really good at like pulling you into the story. And for
Mm-hmm.
the longest time, I was like, I love sci-fi books. And then I read something that was, and I wouldn't let myself out of that genre. I was like, you only like sci-fi. And I don't know what it was. It was like I put myself in this like weird little box. And then I read
Yeah.
romance, murder, mystery, and I was like, maybe
Like that
I
too?
don't only like sci-fi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
And it's
definitely
branched out.
the sci-fi romance that you just broadened my horizons, Jen,
Yeah,
which is
I
why
had
I
no
love this
idea.
podcast so much. So I'm definitely gonna look
Mm-hmm.
these up. I've never, but I love finding new things, and I definitely cleanse my palate with like usually a thriller. When I've read a little
Mhm.
too much romance, I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I need something else, and then it's a thriller, and I cleanse
Mm-hmm.
or horror or something like really
Yeah.
different. But I'm gonna look these two up. What's your favorite though to read? Like really, if you had to choose one to, read for the rest of your life, what would it be?
I would probably say romantasy because it has both romance and fantasy in it. So I'm in a big romance kick right now, especially cowboy romance.
Yeah,
But I'm such a mood reader that it's like I get on a kick and then I want to read every book that's in that genre. So
I am too.
yeah,
And you're an ARC reader, right?
I am an ARC reader, yes.
Yep. How is that though, as a mood reader, being an ARC reader?
Yeah,
Tough.
that's something that definitely stretches my mood reading. Sometimes I just have to start the book, and then I know even if I'm not in the mood to read it, that I will probably enjoy it once I get into it, and then that
Mhm.
usually happens. And then I go
It's
back
like the
to cowboy romance
mentality.
afterwards.
Yeah, you're like, I finished it and I'm back doing something I like. It's like the mentality of like getting your butt to a gym. You don't necessarily have to work. You just got to get into the car and get there. And then the
Absolutely.
rest kind of just takes hold, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying
Yeah.
that as somebody who hasn't worked out in like 2 years, but
Me
and my gym
too.
is
So I'd
downstairs.
much rather get my butt in gear to read a book than to go to the
Yep.
gym. So
Yeah.
Every day I'm like, "You have, like, an hour and a bit while Danielle's sleeping. You should go work out." I'm like, "Or I could sit in bed with a chocolate bar and read my book and make myself very
exactly.
happy."
Yes.
Are you like me? Because I really struggle starting new books to read because it's like the beginning of a relationship. Like you need to get
Yes.
to know each other and you
Yes.
have to get a feel for
No.
it. And I always hate the first few chapters of any book. It's regardless because I'm like, ugh, the backstory.
Right.
Can
Hmm.
we just transport me to like I already know all this and I'm in the
Right.
middle? You feel the
Exactly.
same way? Okay.
Yes. It's like a good third, I feel like for me. It's like once I get through a third of the book, or it's, depending on the book, sometimes more, but at least a third of the book, usually then it kind of, I'm like, okay, I feel like I know these people a little bit. But especially
Yeah.
if I just finished a really good book that I like fell in love with and fell in love with the characters. And I'm like, no, I want to stay with these people, not
You're
meet
still
new ones.
grieving. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
still. That's why I love a series, right? Because then
Yes.
book two, you're like, oh, okay, I already know these
Uh-huh.
characters. Like you can enjoy it from the very get go.
Yes.
Because like
Yeah.
I already know the backstory, I know the people, I know I'm invested in
Hmm.
them. So
Yes,
books
Are you
two
a
absolutely.
and
continuous series reader? Like, if you pick up a book that has, like, 4 books in the series, are you gonna read 1, 2, 3, 4, or are you gonna read 1, take a break, come back, read 2?
Um, it probably depends on the series. I've done both. I think most of the time I'm usually like 1, 2, 3, 4 because I get so invested that then I don't want to meet other people before I continue the series. But
that. Yes, I
but
love that.
sometimes I do need a break in between if it's like really dark or which I don't read a ton of dark romance, but if it's really heavy or something like that, then I'm
Mhm.
like, I need a palate cleanser, cowboy romance, and then I'll come back.
It's, is there
I haven't
like
read a
what's
cowboy romance.
I haven't
Oh,
either.
they're so
What's your
good.
favorite one? I know there's that series that I keep wanting to read. I don't know who it's by, but it's like
The Wild
Cash
Eyes?
and
Oh
Oh.
yeah, that's Jessica Peterson.
the covers alone are so beautiful that
They're
I want to pick
so
them up.
gorgeous. I
Are they
know.
are they good books?
I actually have not read them. I need
Oh,
to. I actually just got the audio of Cash from Podium, so that's on my
as like
TBR to listen to.
an arc. It's not really an arc. It's like an whatever the version is
Out.
for audiobooks. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the book's already out. I think Podium is just trying to market them more, and yeah, they sent that one to me, and there are 2 other cowboy romances. It was like perfect timing because I'm like, give me all the cowboy romances.
That's
Oh
perfect.
my
So which
gosh.
one's your favorite right now to recommend?
Oh man.
Yeah, 'cause
My
that's many.
cowboy romance shelf is right behind me.
Is that all?
Gorgeous.
Just
These are
that?
all cowboy romances.
And your shelf is so aesthetically pleasing too.
It's
It's
so
so beautiful.
pastel-y and beautiful. Like, your
So
shelf is
happy.
so beautiful. Mine is chaos
It's still great.
incarnate.
It's still a
No,
great
no, no.
shelf.
Mine
I
was
think I bought with
chaos.
the wrong bookcase.
I saw
Yeah.
your reel on you organizing that room, and I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, that turned out. Did you literally pull out all the books from your bookshelf and like
I
how
sure
did you what was your process for reorganizing? Is it in alphabetical order, genre,
Yeah,
colors?
so it is oh my gosh, I could never do colors because then I
Me
wouldn't know
neither.
where the books are because I don't have the
Yeah.
colors memorized. I have the authors, you know. I mean, I think that it looks beautiful when people do it, and I'm like, that would be
Yeah.
great, but that would drive me nuts. So, um, I have it organized by genre and then
Nice.
alphabetical by author. So behind me
Oh.
is all my fantasy or my romance books.
Yeah.
And then over there is all my fantasy books, which I have like romantasy, and then I have a shelf for my sci-fi. And then over here I have like a section of fantasy or whatever, and then young
What?
adults.
There's pirate.
See?
There's pirate
Piranesi?
fantasy. Yeah, piranesi. I don't know. Or
Piranesi.
pirate romance. I don't know that there's a whole lot of fantasy in the pirate that I've read at least, but
Pimantasy.
yeah, something like
Would it,
that.
well, that'd be so interesting. I didn't know. I'm a pretty, I mean, decent romance reader. I think I'm definitely a romantasy person. I
Mhm.
think when it comes to romance, um, but I also love a rom com. Just like a straight up cheesy. Like I see Catherine Center, the rom commers up on your shelf. That was
Loved it.
such a good book.
I know.
I loved that book.
Yeah. It's definitely in my like top 10 of all time romance books.
Yeah,
Okay,
same.
now I have to pick that up too.
I'll bring it. Well, I
You're
guess
gonna have
I'm
a
only gonna
whole
see
new list of
face.
books to read after
No, I mean,
this,
I'm just
maybe.
like, there's pirate fantasy. What is this? What is this? This
Yeah,
is
I know.
great. But I still need to know what your favorite cowboy romance is.
Yeah.
You're put
I
on the
know,
spot,
gotta
Jen.
look. Or
Or at least one you'd wholeheartedly recommend.
Yes. Finding Home. Well, I don't. No, it is cowboy. Finding Home by Jen McMahon is amazing,
Finding
and yeah, it's so good.
Is there trauma in the cowboy romance?
I love trauma, in case you couldn't
Yeah,
tell.
so a lot of times, like they're both coming from saying, "Oh yeah, you like drama? What?"
Some of it.
Yeah. Usually there's something because most cowboys in cowboy romances are the broody, like they're not happy-go-lucky cowboys usually.
The grumpies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then they're,
So-
grumpy to everybody else, but then soft cinnamon buns to the girl. So
I
like that.
love that. I love a soft cinnamon bun.
So I'd say Finding Home, and then the other one that I just read is shoot, what was it called? Wrangled Love by Anne Einerson. If I'm saying her name right. And that was her first cowboy romance because her other books are just like regular romance. But
So would you
she
recommend those
blew it out of the
two
water.
to start with if you want to try or dip your toe into the cowboy romance waters? Finding
Yeah,
Home
I
and
would say so. I mean, they're
Wrangled Love.
they're amazing ones. Probably my first cowboy romance was L.C. Silver's Chestnut Springs series.
I was gonna ask, have you read the LC Silver ones? Because they're
Yes.
every time I
Those
look at
covers
them
are
and I'm just like,
Elsie
I
Silver.
feel like it's a slippery slope because you start with one, and I am an avid book collector. Book collecting and book reading are two different hobbies, and I told my husband that.
Amen. That's what I say. My husband's like, read the books on your shelf, and I'm like, no.
Ew.
No.
I mean, yeah, eventually, but book buying and book reading are
Yeah.
2 different hobbies.
100%.
Give
There's
you
like
different
such a
kind of
dopamine.
pleasures. Mhm.
Yeah, the
Exactly.
dopamine you get from just picking up a book and being like, I'm gonna buy this, and then sitting down and then reading. Once you finish that book, you feel so accomplished. Like I'm doing, I don't know if you've seen my Instagram, but I'm doing a hit me with your best plot, and I'm pretty much
Ooh,
throwing a dart at a dartboard, and I've got a list of 20 books, and that's how I'm going through my TBR right now, and it's so
I like
fun.
that.
And I've read 3 books. I'm almost done 4 books this month just from doing the TBR type thing. But I was gonna ask, Wild Eyes or Elsie Silver, I guess. I'm just like I think it's gonna be like a buy the whole like all of them. One, because 'cause they're gorgeous, you just put them on your
Mhm.
shelf and they're pretty, and then that'd be my first cowboy romance, and I'm like, "Is that the way to go?" Is just Elsie Silver, starting there.
I mean, that's definitely not a bad place to start. Like, that's where I started, so I guess she would probably be the one that made me fall in love with cowboy romance. Um, I've read her Chestnut Spring series. I have not read her the one with Wild Love, Wild Eyes. I haven't read that yet. Or her like the series that came before Chestnut Springs, which I'm totally the one that even if I haven't read like one book in the series, I will buy the whole thing. So this
Me
is
too.
this is her Gold Rush Ranch series that I've bought all of them,
Okay,
but I have not read one of them.
So
but
do
they're
you
fun
buy
to
them
pet.
all at the same time? Like you're like, I'm like the whole series
Mhm.
at the same time, or do
Not
you?
always,
Yeah.
because I don't have the whole Chestnut Springs series. I only have 2 of them right now. But I've read the whole Chestnut Springs series, but I haven't read any of those. And I actually got them on Mercari, and somebody was selling the whole series for like not that much money, and so I just kind of pulled the trigger. So
Yeah, you might as well when it's a
Okay.
good deal. Yeah, when
exactly.
they're
I'm an
like, I mean,
I'm an
you
idiot.
have to.
I thought that this is so dumb. I'm just now realizing that the Chestnut Spring series and the Wild series are
2
not
different things.
just different covers of the same book. Yeah, I thought that it would.
But that
Well,
does happen sometimes.
it's confusing
Yeah.
because so many of these books have like 5 different covers when it's like
Yeah,
the
I
people
thought it was
one.
just recovering.
Yeah, no, I get confused too because it's very it just yeah.
As an author, let me tell you, it's yeah. But you know, you want to
Coming up
cater
with a
to
cover has
everyone
gotta be
because
hard.
some people want
Yeah.
people on the covers and other
Right.
people are like, ew, that gives me a book
Right.
ick. Because
Yeah.
there's
Mhm.
posts about that and we try to listen. So we have so there are authors who have like the discreet covers and then the man chest covers and then
Right.
yeah,
Which I
gotta cater to your
appreciate because
readers.
It's animated.
I do not like reading books that have like the naked man on the front because it just feels awkward, especially if I bring it in public. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I I definitely
What am
prefer
I
the
reading? Take a
illustrated. I
guess.
know. Like I need a book cover for this book.
Yeah.
I definitely prefer the discreet or the illustrated. I will say that there's one person whose books I really don't mind that there's people on the covers, and they're right there.
Well, because the people are cut off on purpose.
She did such a good job with that because you've only got like just up to the nose, and then you get to create the rest of the character in your brain.
And they're clothed.
And they're
Yeah, and they're
clothed.
clothes.
They're not half
Yeah.
naked. So
Couldn't do that because they're 17 in book 1. I feel like the
I
people would have come for
exactly.
me. But yeah,
Yeah.
you know what? And I think I've talked about this before in one of the episodes, Jen, is that I felt a little bit bullied into having people on my cover because I originally
Really?
didn't want people on my cover at all.
Yeah.
But then like, oh, but you're in the romance genre and people on the cover, I'm like, ugh. So I'm like, okay, I'll compromise with you, person who knows what they're doing and I don't because I'm a newbie. Let's get them in up to you because I want people to create their MCs in their own minds. I don't want to take away from their ability to
Exactly.
visualize the story.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you saw, but I have alternate covers coming for
No.
my series. Yeah, and I don't have the picture
You have
of
Edge of Unbroken, do you?
I
You just
do.
showed it to
You
me.
want to see? Nobody's seen it yet except for Tyler. You want to see the alternate for
Oh,
Edge of Unbroken?
exclusive.
All right, give me 1 second. I don't have tiny fractures with me because it's already packed up. We're going to Vegas, so
But yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
okay. Are you ready? It's so beautiful.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Oh my gosh.
Can you see it okay?
Yes, I
So
love it.
we got the cityscape, and then there's water,
Yes.
and the mountains reflect in the water.
Mountains. Oh my gosh.
Isn't it
And
so
no
it's just so
people.
beautiful? And I
And
like
no
that
people.
no people. And this one has the
And
number
the
on the
number.
side.
Yes. And
because
it's
I'm like,
still,
How hard is it to
and
put a
it's still in the
freaking number
same.
on the spine?
yeah.
Seriously, with books.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
So there's so many books that don't have the numbers on the spine, and it's really annoying. But
And I know it's confusing for readers. They're like, well, which is the first book? But yeah, it's the same color, the same
yeah,
idea
it's the same
of
vibe, except minus the
Yeah.
people. Ooh, I
minus
like
the
it.
people.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited.
I don't normally buy I try not to buy two
Of the same.
editions of the same book because
Yeah.
that
Same.
just gets to be a lot. But I might have
Yeah.
to do that with yours because
Well,
I love you.
and this one, thank you. I love you too, Jen. This one is I made it so that it's not just a different cover because I feel like people always feel a little bit ripped off. Or like
Yeah.
when it's just sprayed edges, but it's the same. So I made sure to
Your
add.
sprayed
this
edges are
is-
so pretty, though.
They are
Like when
beautiful.
you put all of the books side by side, they like make like a landscape. It's
They
so
do.
pretty.
They create.
Do your
Yeah.
new covers have sprayed edges?
No, but they are expanded editions, so they have extra chapters.
Oh, very nice.
So I wanted to give people some extra material. I'm like, if you're,
Mhm.
you're buying this, then you should get a little bit of extra. So they all just have an epilogue that the regular versions didn't have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I like it.
but you could definitely go overboard. And do you feel as a reader, and especially a bookstagrammer, that there's a lot of pressure to have all the special editions, and then sort of
Yeah.
like the over purchasing and the pressure to have it all?
Consumption. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like they're always coming out with a new edition. It's like, let's see how many, copies of the same book we can get people to buy because we're constantly making them better. And yeah, it's very annoying to me. And I feel like it's just trying to make people buy more and more and more. And I'm like, no, I'm good with my standard edition, no sprayed edges. Like if the book
Yeah.
is good, then I'm good with one of them, usually. Like there's
Yeah,
times when I'll
totally.
buy two, but that's very seldom.
Yeah,
And
I
if
feel
it
the
comes
same
with
way.
sprayed edges on the first purchase, fantastic.
Exactly.
But I'm not going to go and purchase another book just for the sprayed edges.
I do
Exactly.
love.
You could do sprayed edges at home. It's not that difficult.
You can. I do love going into a bookstore. I'm definitely drawn visually to a book that
Mhm.
already has sprayed edges, like
Mhm.
Allie
Yeah, same.
Hazelwood's Deep End
Yeah,
has the
this one.
purple.
It's got
Or
like
that, yeah,
the
not purple. It's
water.
got the water. I'm like,
So
oh, so
pretty.
just visually you're
Yeah.
drawn to that, right? So I think
Yeah.
it's smart to come out. But what I as an author don't love is when you have especially the big names and they're releasing book and at first you can only get it in hardcover
Yeah, I
and you
hate
have to
that.
wait months and months to get paperback because hardcovers, A, tend to be more expensive, and 2, I don't enjoy reading hardcovers because I like to abuse my books. I bend them and I shape them because I don't want to sit there like this in bed. I want to be able to
Mhm.
wrap the cover around it and just have
Mhm.
one hand so I can drink my tequila with the other, right? So, and I know Tyler is the same way. She's like, no, I will not
I'm
buy
a
the book
paperback
unless it's
girly.
paperback.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. No, I'm
I
the
mean,
same. I much prefer paperback. I like the
Yeah.
floppiness and
Yes. Yes.
I know.
I think that's like the only exception is like Reckless, for example, from Lauren Roberts right now is only in hardcover. And I do have it and I have read it, but I will purchase it in paperback and then I'll give that to the library or something like that. Just so
Oh,
that I
That's a good
that's a
don't have
beautiful
like two.
idea. That's a
Yeah.
beautiful
'Cause
idea. I donate. We have
my town has one.
annually we have a big fundraiser for one of the shelters here in town, and they do a book sale, and people donate books, and then you can come in and get them for really cheap. So
That's
I
really
love
cool.
That's nice.
browsing, and I love donating.
Yeah.
Unless it's a shelf trophy.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do believe in shelf
Now,
trophies.
aren't they all? Aren't they all
True.
shelf trophies?
Not all of them, because
Well, that's
sometimes I'm
true.
like,
Really?
yeah, some books, and I'm like you, Jen. I'm very much a mood reader. So
Mhm.
I will pick up a book and I'm like, oh no, this didn't work. And
Mhm.
I have no problem DNFing either because I don't believe in toxic. I don't want to force myself to do anything, especially something that's
Right.
supposed to bring me pleasure.
Right.
Mhm.
So I'm happy to DNF, but that doesn't mean that it's a bad book. It just wasn't for me. But it's probably someone's, oh my God, best read of my
Right.
life.
And
So
sometimes it's just a not right now book. It's like I'm not in the
absolutely.
mood for it, so maybe I'll read it in a couple months and I'll be more in the mood for it and I'll love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Are you
Or it's like the first time you're reading that genre and you're like, this really isn't for me. But then you read
Mhm.
other books in that genre and you're like, maybe I could go back
Yeah.
and like try it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Totally.
agree.
Are you a one book at a time kind of person, Jen, or do you read multiple?
I read multiple. I am constantly listening to a book. Totally an audiobook girly.
Me too.
I'm usually reading or listening to an audiobook, reading one on my Kindle, and then reading a real book. So,
Are
yeah.
they all different genres or are you like somehow mashing a genre?
They're usually different genres so that I don't get the plots mixed up because I have done that before when I'm reading the same genre, which
They're
I
like,
mean
wait a
All
second,
sometimes I
cowboy.
will,
George,
but
where'd you come
yeah,
from? Yeah.
I know, all cowboy, and I'm like, wait, what cowboy said this and did this?
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I have that too. I usually do an audiobook for driving and chores and stuff, and it's different than the one I'm actually reading. So
Yeah, yeah, and I do a lot of Elks, so I
that's
am
so
usually
cool.
listening to those. Yeah, I if I look at my monthly reads over the past probably at least 6 to 8 months, 95% of the books I read are audiobooks. Because I'm pretty sure
Nice.
I'm a slow reader. Like I'm not super fast reader.
Me too.
Yeah. And so it just takes me a long time to get through a book, a physical book or Kindle. But I listen to them on like 1.7 or 1.8 and I can listen so much faster.
Well, and you
So
don't have to stop. So with reading a book, you actually have to, which is not a bad thing, but you have to force yourself to sit and then focus on the book.
yes,
There's
it's the
the
only thing you can
audiobook,
do.
it is
Mhm.
the only thing you can do. Whereas with an audiobook, you can multitask, you can do all the other things and still enjoy the story, which is why I mean, just from an access point or
Yes.
perspective,
Yeah.
love audiobooks. I get a lot of my content in that way, my books and stuff. Like Caught Up, I have the beautiful book, which came with the sprayed edges, beautiful, but I've yet to crack the spine, but I've listened to the story. So I love it.
Yeah. That's the Liz Tom 40 series or however you say her last name.
It's the Nevessa Allen, The Lights Out, and Caught Up is the
Oh,
second
oh, Caught
book.
Up. You're right. You're right. Right.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah, and
I still haven't read Lights Out, but it's definitely like
Lights Out is
one of the
good.
next ones I'm buying.
I've
Yeah, I
definitely
haven't
laughed a
I
few
haven't read that
times.
one yet. I've heard it's really
I've
good
heard
on
it's
audio.
hilarious.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
my gosh, the audio is incredible. Jacob
Yeah.
Morgan as the main character is fantastic. It's a different this audiobook is also good. A different narrator though. Um, but yeah, her Lights Out was great because I'm not a big dark romance reader usually. Um, because I like green flag MMCs in case you couldn't tell. So the morally gray is a little bit like for me. But Lights Out was great because I don't think it's a true dark romance. Have you read it,
Mhm.
Jen?
I haven't, but I've heard that it's very humorous
It's
and
funny.
yeah, it's not as dark
Yeah.
as the cover makes it look like it's gonna
And
be.
even the trigger warnings, because the trigger warnings are like a scroll, and they're talking about like
Yeah.
accidental cannibalism and murder and
Jeez.
blah 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 and sexual assault and da da da. But the book, you read it and it's like, oh, this is not what I was expecting.
Right.
And
Right.
I'm usually pretty stone cold when I read. I don't show a lot of emotion, but it made me laugh a bunch of times. And the main
Yeah.
character, the male, he is just he's just I want to hug him. He's
Yeah.
great. Yeah. It's a great book. For both of you, I recommend it. And the audio is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And
That's what I've
Tyler is
heard.
not a big audio book listener.
I still haven't listened to a book.
I recommend you start with
Well,
Lights Out.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You will not
I
be
want to sit down.
disappointed.
I think, and I've said this probably in like literally every podcast because it always comes up that Tyler still hasn't listened to a book, but there's something so precious to me about sitting down, doing some self-care, opening up a book and just reading. And I love it. And I just fear that I'm going to enjoy audiobooks so much that I'm going to lose that connection to physical books. And it's probably stupid, but that's my internal
No, I
struggle.
get that. I mean, yeah, like I said, I listen to more audiobooks than I eyeball read, but um, that's what shelf trophies are for. And sometimes I'll
Yeah.
listen and I'll read the same book. Um, but I totally get what you're saying. That yeah, the self-care of sitting down and not focusing on anything else other than the book. That
Yeah.
totally makes sense. And I enjoy
Yeah.
that too. I usually the only time that I get to read really is before bed. That's the other reason that I don't read books fast, because I have 2 kids and I work during the school year. I work full time, and so I don't have a whole lot of time to read other than right before bed, and then I'm exhausted and I only get like a couple pages in. So
Yeah, that's me
it's been a
too.
long time since I've been able to just sit down and read for a couple hours straight.
Yeah. And
But
Jen, you have 2 kiddos, 2 boys, it sounded like.
mhm.
How
Yep.
old are they, if you don't mind
They
sharing?
are no, not at all. They are 8 and 10, and the
Wow.
8-year-old is Zeke and the 10-year-old is Knox.
Hi, Zeke and
And
Knox.
Ooh,
yeah,
I love those names. I love those
Those are
economics.
great,
yeah,
great names.
yeah. Well,
That's a
we have 12
great name.
12-letter last names, so we wanted to go with short first names.
Yeah.
I appreciate that as a person who was born with a very long name,
Yeah.
26 letters for my
Oh my
entire
gosh.
name.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you want me to write that? Okay. No
I
thanks.
know. I know.
Zeke and Knox.
If I had my married name growing up, like Jennifer Grand, that's like every letter in the alphabet, it would have been awful.
Yeah.
So
Minus the
marrying
X.
into it is yeah. Marrying into it is like, okay, I guess I can handle this. But
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
thoughtful for a parent to choose like a small. Do they have middle names?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
And those are family names. We went with family names for middle names. I just love like the nostalgia of having
that's good. Yeah.
family names as a middle name. So
Yeah. And so, and you just mentioned that you work
School year.
full time during the school
Yeah.
year, so you're a
Do you mind
teacher.
talking about your
I'm
profession?
not I'm not
Okay.
a teacher. They have to deal with parents and I don't want to do that. But I'm a sub, but I'm a sub, but also I work full time because I'm like a classroom aide. But still under the like umbrella of being a substitute teacher. But I love it because last year I worked in 5th grade language arts, and then this year I'm going to work in 4th grade language arts. And it's like that's the best thing ever because I don't have to be like the top disciplinarian. So a lot of times I can be like the
Mhm.
fun aunt that the
Yeah.
kids, come to and talk to me about stuff, but I don't have to be the one to be like, no, you have to miss recess or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I'm much better at being like a support person, like number 2 in charge than being like the person in charge. I'm very type B and I'm not very like organized or detail oriented. And so if I was in charge, it just would not go well. So,
Yeah. And it's a lot of responsibility. I mean, that's how I feel. Um, in my profession, I do have a lot of discretion and decision-making authority, but there's still somebody higher than me. And my husband occasionally was like, "Hey, have you ever thought about opening your own firm and going out on your own?" And I was like, "No, I don't want that responsibility. I want a paycheck, and
hmm
that's it."
Who's higher than a lawyer?
I have a chief counsel in my firm, like, with what I do, the kind of work I do, and the structure of my firm. I have a chief counsel, and I'm glad I have a chief counsel and that I'm not it. And
hmm
I get to
Mm.
come in and I do my work and I obviously do all the legal things and all the lawyerly things and I make plenty decisions, but I don't have to worry about who to fire and who to fire and who to discipline and any of the business aspects,
Yep.
like
Or any of the
trust
taxes or
accounts
any of the
and
stuffs and yeah.
budgets.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
hmm
No, thank you.
I feel it, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
I do that in my author business, and I wish I had a person to do it for me.
Mm, that
So
would be nice.
I just want to write and chat with
Yeah.
readers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Me
then
too.
let's not forget you're also a full-time content creator. Because if anybody wants to argue
You
that
are.
content creation is not a full-time job, they can hoop their forehead, which is a phrase I coined a very long time ago.
Yeah.
That is hard work, and your transitions, though, when you do like the different books and you do the bloop and the flippies and the boops, and then you have a new, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I wish I knew how to do that. How
There's
long does it
actually a
take?
girl, I forget what her first name is, but it's like her handle's like bookish.coven or something like that. And she
Is she the one
has
who moves the text
I follow her.
like out of the
Yes.
way?
She has
Yeah.
Tutorial Tuesday where she
That's what I
explains how to Yes. And
My
like
That's how
last
JV did the flip one.
yes,
Yeah.
there's some complicated ones on there where like you have to do like layers and I'm like I can't. I can't handle that. But I can do the
Mhm.
flippy ones. So,
Yeah.
yeah, but I love her. I love her transitions. So,
I follow her too. Tyler sent me her profile. She's like, "Hey,
mhm.
she does like tutorials," and I'm like, yes."
Yeah.
So,
She's so good.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
And she's
so
so
glad.
like she's very well very good at explaining it.
The
Like it's
steps.
very beginner friendly,
Yeah.
which is great
Yeah.
because everybody like transitions for me personally. The way my brain is like I don't have a tough time with them. I understand editing. I'm an editor for the podcast. I do editing. I make websites. I do my own social medias. I have my own YouTube. So editing for me is like second nature. But watching hers, I'm like, wow, that's really easy to understand. And everybody should be able to access doing cool transitions because it's
Mhm.
fun.
I
Yeah.
love that she's not gatekeeping like that.
I
Yeah.
Because so many
know.
people
I
gatekeep.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I very much appreciate that she is like, here, this is what I know, and I want everybody to be able to do it. So, yeah, she
Mhm.
does that really cool one with the paintbrush and the color that like have you guys
Mhm.
seen
I'm
that
gonna do
one?
that for this nude cover. Yeah, I'm gonna see
Oh
how it
my gosh.
turns
I'm
out.
like,
I'm gonna do
You'll
the
see
2
tomorrow.
books into the 1. I'm gonna try and do the 2 books into the n your 3rd book when we're in
oh,
Vegas.
That would be great. That's a good
Yeah.
one. And I love where she holds it and she does like the finger swipe and then the text comes out.
oh my gosh, I know those two. I haven't tried those because they seem very complicated, but maybe someday.
Yeah, I'm glad we're all talking. You know what, Tyler? We should reach out to
Yes.
her.
Me? Oh, to have her on.
Yes,
You
to have her
totally
on our
should.
Fun.
podcast, right? Wouldn't that be a great idea, Jen? We should talk to her.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
That's
I
an awesome
100%
idea.
I'll reach out to her.
And she's
Yeah.
super nice.
No,
Like
she's
I've messaged with her about stuff and I've asked her questions and she's answered and she's really sweet. So like as a person,
she's amazing.
she's great. So
We're gonna have to have her on.
that'd be
Yeah,
awesome.
I'll reach out to her after this.
Yeah.
No, that's a really cool idea because like she's a content creator but in like such a different facet than we are, right? Cuz like we're pretty much like we read this book, we liked it, you might like it also.
Right.
We'd like to share it with you kind of thing, right? Like if we're going to break it down. But hers is like teaching people how to be a content creator, which is such a cool different
Mhm.
aspect of social media.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
totally.
Yeah,
And
totally.
her content is just so beautiful all the time.
Yes.
It's so witchy. That's like the vibe I get. It's just witchy. I'm like, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It gives me like old historical romance vibes.
Yes. Like gas lamp vibes.
Yes, versus yours, Jen. Your colors
So
are always so
bright,
bright and
beautiful,
happy and pastel.
happy.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
gives me like spring vibes. Makes me
Oh,
happy.
I'm glad.
I like
Yeah.
I've always wanted to have an aesthetic. And so I
Yeah.
kind of have like a, color scheme, not color scheme, but like filter, that I
Yeah.
like. It's like the bright whites and more like cool colors than warm colors.
Mhm.
But I'm so glad you guys said that because I really am like, how the heck do I make an aesthetic? I don't feel like I have.
You have one.
And
You have one.
because it makes me happy.
You have an aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very pleasing too. I
Oh, good.
Mhm.
and I'm always like, oh my God, like your transition videos are impressive.
I know. I need to do more of those. I haven't done one in a while. But
Well, they take time.
they do take
Yeah.
time. Yep. Yep.
They do. You set
Editing
up
takes
and
a
like
while.
yeah, and do you find I think JV kind of touched on this earlier, but do you because I see you do some flat lays and stuff like that, but I feel like you're really using what you already have, like your bookshelves and all of your stuff. Do you find that you're going out and buying stuff for flat lays, or are you just like whatever I have is sufficient enough? Because I know that I don't do flat lays for the sheer fact of I would consume way too many things that I don't need. Not every single post needs to have different things in it, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like I would be an overconsumption person, which is why I just stay away from it.
Yeah. Yeah. I've gotten a couple things. I just got like some flowers, some fake flowers, but I don't want to spend tons of money. I'd rather spend my money on books than things to make the books look pretty. Um,
Yeah.
but I do, and I am not like, I'm not artistic. I don't have that like creative eye as, so as far
You
as like,
do.
well,
You do.
it doesn't come to me naturally, but I've learned like the stuff I do, I've learned from other content creators, I should say.
Mhm.
But I know like people have, all these different things that match the colors perfectly. And I would say that the best thing I did color wise was my recent Taylor Swift stack where I like tried to find everything I owned that was mint or orange.
Yeah.
But I don't have flowers in every single color. I just got some that I thought would match a few things and um but mostly it's just stuff that I have. Like I had a headband in that Taylor Swift stack and that kind of thing cuz yeah, I'm not going to spend a ton of money on
This one,
stuff that
right?
yes.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was such a
Yeah.
pretty post.
It's
Yeah.
I love
so
those colors.
pretty.
Yeah.
I
Very
have a
happy.
question. So, as an indie author, oh God, now my lighting's all weird. Um, as an indie author consumer, and just like I look at indie author books, and sometimes they're just very black. There's not really a lot of like color in books for indies, and I don't really know what that is. I could just be genre specific, right? One thing I love about JVs is they're bright. You can pick them out of a stack. Like I've got my stack that I'm looking at, and a lot of the indies are darker colors, right? So do you find it difficult to do those posts if they're more of a darker? This is kind of a stupid question. I'd actually just want a purple elephant it. I don't like it. Purple a purple
Gonna
elephant
edit it
is
out.
I'm gonna edit it out. I use Control F to find keywords. So I say purple elephant and then I'm just gonna remove it. JB, do you have a question? It was going somewhere and then I lost it, so we're
You were
just gonna
you were
ignore
going
that.
were you gonna ask her if she finds it more difficult to like make nice posts?
It's a dumb question because you can make anything really work as like a content creator, but I just do find that in the indie space, the books are more dark. There's not really a lot of color in their books.
I wonder if it depends on the genre because I don't know that
That's why I said, yeah, I think it depends.
I think I'm just looking at my little bookshelf over there and honestly, it's not just indies, it's a lot of trad published too that are just dark. I wonder if it's just like the current market and
Maybe
what
that's
It
what
could
draws the
be.
readers
eye.
are looking for.
Yeah.
Um
I
that
mean,
the
why did they
covers
do
are
a
dark.
black Court of Thorns and Roses that turned out to look like hot trash? Because I saw one in person at my
Oh, I
Yeah,
bookstore.
know.
I
But
don't know.
I don't
like,
like those.
why? What's the allure for just like a black book?
I don't know. I think it's just current marketing trends, to be honest. Because
Yeah,
those
maybe.
cover artists like or even indie authors like you do your market research to see what sells well right now
Yeah.
because you kind of want to emulate that and then your covers are designed pursuant to that. So, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I would say it
I don't
seems
know.
like more like the romantasy genre has more darker covers,
Mhm.
and I feel like most of the um romance books that I have are more colorful because they're usually happier.
Yeah.
But
I think you're right. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. If you're looking at a romance, you're looking at like pinks, purples, light blues, stuff like
Depending on
that.
what kind of romance it is, right? Definitely because if you want to
Yeah.
get like a lighthearted rom-commy, those tend to be like the
Yes.
pinkish, purples, teals, right? It
Yeah.
gives you happy
yeah,
vibes versus even though my books are bright, I hope I managed to bring across that they're heavier.
yeah,
But yeah,
You're
yours
definitely
do.
not supposed
Yeah.
to get like just happy go lucky vibes from looking at the
yeah,
cover. It's
yeah,
supposed to definitely create a feeling when you look at
yeah.
the images.
Like your books,
If that
they
makes
have
sense.
color, so they still attract the eye, but you can tell by the vibe of the cover that it's not all bright color, so it's not just going to be all like happy HEA, you know, there's going to
Yep.
be depth and
Mhm.
trauma and all that kind of stuff with it.
Trauma.
I think too, because it's matte, like that soft matte
Yes.
I do like a
brings
matte
like
cover. Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
brings
What is
that
that?
like almost eerie vibe to the book.
Yeah. What is that book behind you on the shelf, Jen, that says something princess?
Oh, um,
Those
what do I
are
do?
those
The cowboy
covers?
romance.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Those are by Morgan Elizabeth, if you've heard of her, and those are her like special edition covers.
I love
It's
those. They're
I
pretty.
know. It's 3 books in a series, and I just love those are not the normal covers,
Oh,
and I just love the way that she did those covers, and so I got them from her store. You have to get them from her store.
got
Um,
it. Shelf
and I
trophies.
just yes, they were absolutely shelf trophies because
You're like,
I've listened to them all, so
yeah, you're like 100%
Nice.
shelf trophies. Yeah, I always see those, the fun ones, and I love the like illustrated books that have like,
mhm.
you read them and then there's a page with an illustration, and even better if it's NSFW. Something that you can't get anywhere else. I'm like, yes.
How did you go for anybody who is
I did
on
not mean that to be, that
audio?
was supposed to be
Any
like the perfect exquisite. It was not supposed to be anything rated R, Tyler.
well, it's gonna be for your audio people. So she went anything that has NSFW and she put her finger like a butthole, pretty
It was not
much.
supposed to be bad. It was the, like the exquisite, the perfect. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Purple elephant. No, I'm not taking that
Denied.
out.
Yeah.
And you can't make me.
Oh my
I'm the
goodness.
editor.
Unbelievable.
So I got a question for you. So I don't know. I'm assuming you're very versed in the book world. You've heard the term pantser or planner, plotter or pantser.
Plotter.
Sorry.
Nope,
So if you're an
I've not
author,
heard
it's
that.
either you premeditate all of your books, or if you're a pantser, you just write as you go.
A
And
fly by
as
the
a
seat of your
content
pants. That makes
creator,
sense.
Uh-huh.
yeah. So as like a content creator, I think that there's definitely those kind of worlds in content creation. Like I'm very much a pantser. I pretty much just put up my phone, record, and out there it goes. So do you plan out? But I also have like my content schedule. So I have like a calendar that has everything written down of what I am going to record because if I didn't do that with the multiple things I have going on, I'd probably get very confused. But do you plan out your posts in that sense, or are you just kind of like, today I'm just gonna do this, and you just put it together?
I'm definitely much more of a pantser. I have not heard that term before, but it makes sense now. Um, I strive to be a planner. I love being organized, but I hate getting organized. Um, so
I
I
feel
yeah, so
I
I
feel that.
yeah, and I no, I'm not a good plotter. I need to be better at it because I will like go through Instagram or TikTok and I'm like, "Oh, that's so fun." Um, and then I have the idea that I want to, do that as some content, like the lip syncing stuff. I just got that idea from
Mhm,
a random TikTok. But then I'm like, I haven't written anything down, so then it happens spur of the moment where I'm like, "Oh, this song fits this character and I'm going to do it." Um,
mhm.
so I need to be better at planning because I mean, especially with the school year coming up, I'm just not going to have very much time to record stuff. Um, but I need to like make a list of my ideas of content and then create but like I can't even imagine what a content schedule would even be like.
Do
I
you
like
wanna
need
see my
somebody to
content
create a
schedule?
content calendar for me
Crazy.
because I just
I'd like someone to create a content calendar for me too, and the content to go along
I
with
know,
that.
right? For
Just
Yeah.
real.
somebody just create everything for me, please, so I don't have to worry about it. The marketing is the worst.
I know. I
The
need
worst.
somebody like a marketing professional to come along and be like, here, you can get all of this content creation, ideas, all this stuff, for free, which doesn't happen.
Where's your schedule, Ty?
I didn't make one for August because I had so much going on with, like, the trip and everything like that, and I'm just really, like, I'm in a slump I was telling JV, and I guess I'll just, verbally announce this. I'm definitely in a slump when it comes to my content creation. I'm really doing hit me with your best plot and DRWs, which is my version of a dob, drinking, reading, and wearing. And that's really all my channel is right now, or my page is right now. And so I'm suffering a little bit of burnout, but I'm really just enjoying reading. Like I've read 1, 2, 3, almost 4 books this month, and I'm just enjoying being in the moment and enjoying the reading. And I do have reviews that I'm gonna be doing for those books, I'm just not doing them right now. They're all planned for after I get back from Vegas. But my content schedule is actually, I've reused it, I flipped it around, and I've written all of my books down on it for my little TBR throwing thing, so it's away. But
It's on the
normally I
dartboard.
have just it's on the dartboard, yeah. So but normally I just have this big guy I picked up at the Dollarama or the Dollar Tree, and it's an unmonthed. There's no month. You just write it,
Is it a
so
Mm.
you can do
whiteboard?
no, it's just
Oh, got it.
so it's just you just rip it and go. But I just write down the dates and then like, hey, on Tuesdays I'm gonna do a DRW, and then on Thursdays I'm gonna do a hit me with your best plot or whatever.
Do you guys,
And normally I write it out like that.
as bookstagrammers for both of you, do you feel though that that takes the joy out of it for you? Or like, is there pressure to constantly and consistently be posting and getting views and things like that? And like, okay, so on Tuesday I have to post this. Isn't that?
I feel like there's definitely a pressure to constantly be posting and getting the views and stuff. And I see people that post like 3 and 4 times a day, every single day. And I'm like, and then they have, 50,000 followers. I'm like, that will never be me. Like, I just will never have
Mhm.
that life until my kids are grown up.
Yeah.
And, even in the summer when they're not in school, when I'm not working, there's 52 million other things going on. And so I just don't have, and the whole, batch recording. And I always have these grand ideas of, hey, I'll take this time to batch record. And
Yeah.
then it just doesn't happen the way that I want it to happen. Or like my mind goes blank and I'm like, what content did I want to record? I need a content calendar. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's
yeah,
it for me too. The
I will never
ideas.
be that person, even though I would love to be that person. But
I would
I
too.
think I thrive on it. I think that I need to have organization just because it's not only Little Prince, it's my Hello Happy Budgets YouTube, it's my Hello Happy Good Morning Instagram, it's anything else that I randomly come up with as new content or a new business or whatever.
mm,
So I need to sit down and I need to and maybe not exactly on that day am I going to do that specific post, but I do try and have like little series on my channel. So
yes, I
like
need to do
the
that.
book reviews is like one of those things. Yeah, like hit me with your best plot is just like 20 videos that I don't even have to think about. All I got to do is go in, tell you I'm done, throw a dart, move
Smart.
on
The
with my life.
series idea is so good. You should do that for your cowboy romances, Jen.
I should.
Yeah.
Like just like a
Something for your
series and
cowboy.
then because
I
then you don't
know.
have to think
Yeah.
about so much. Because that's a problem. Big problem for me is just coming up with the ideas of what to post, right?
I
I'm like,
know.
ugh.
Mhm.
I mean, I can
Yeah,
only do so much of that.
right. And
Yeah.
I've tried to turn the lip syncing into a series, which I think I'm going to continue with. It's just coming up with the time. And then
Mhm.
my What's in the Mail Wednesday, I'm trying to make that a series, but
I
you know,
love that.
but then like
It's
literally this
different than,
week,
like, book mail,
right.
you know? Yeah.
Right. But then this week I have a whole pile of book mail and then it just didn't happen on Wednesday. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe I need to have one that's like in case you don't get it done by Thursday. Like
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm not like that is purely because I'm not a good planner and I ran out of time. And then Wednesday, I don't even remember what was going on, but I had stuff on Wednesday and some of it is like I'm not wearing makeup, which I do
Mhm.
record a lot of my content without makeup, but sometimes it's I'm just looking really tired and I'm like I shouldn't record looking like this.
I feel the same way. Even just like the transition
I
videos,
don't
I'm like,
care.
oh, how my nails are not. It's so weird. Like the little things that you worry about, right? Or
I know.
Mhm.
Yeah. Ugh. And even just the setup for me, sometimes it's like, oh, I gotta get the light out and I have to like set my phone up and I have to
Mm-hmm.
because the content is like 30 seconds long or less, but
I
it took
know.
you an hour, 2 hours, and this
Yeah.
is
And then to edit
and
it.
then for two
Yeah.
views, sometimes it's like screaming into a void, and you're like,
I know.
ah,
I know. And
ugh,
trying to
it's such
figure
a
out
fickle
like
beast.
what people are looking for, like what types of content are getting the
Yeah.
views. And like I follow some people who, have those suggestions and advice and somehow know what's popular. I'm like,
Gotta be
how do you
trending.
figure that out?
Yeah.
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 But then, it's just like I said, it's planning for me and I just need to be better at it. I just yeah.
Yeah.
I have a little planner that I got to plan out content and to keep track of my arcs because that's another thing that
Oh, I
I'm not
bet.
very good at. I need to write those down because I'll get like the email from the PR company be like, this review is due in a couple days. And I'm like, shoot.
Read the book.
Yeah, exactly. Um, but I haven't used it for a couple months, my planner. So I
Yeah,
need to.
that's another thing, right? It's like creating the habit to use the planner because I have like beautiful planners, and I'm like, I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
use them and da 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 da,
I know, right?
and then I
That's
just
why I
don't.
literally use a $4 thing from Dollarama. But sometimes it's also maybe you're not a physical write down person. Maybe you need an app like Notify where it's just you just do it on your phone.
But then
Yeah.
you
You
have
can be
to
sitting in
set
your car
that
and you're
up
like,
too,
oh,
and
I
I'm like,
messed
I
up.
don't know.
Yeah. There is always a setup. It's like getting into a new book.
It's
You
the
gotta
we
get
like
through it.
organization, but we don't like the getting organized.
Yeah.
It goes right back to
Yes.
that.
So me. Like I like being organized, but getting there it's like getting out of bed to go to the gym, Like
Yeah,
I'm not
Mhm.
good at that first step of
same. I'm the same
yeah,
way. I love when my house is all tidy and my laundry is put away, but then doing the
doing that.
tidying, yeah, I'm like,
Exactly.
no,
Yeah.
I don't like it. I
Nope.
like the
I wonder
result.
if I should look into like being someone's PA or something because
Right
I
here.
love organization.
Please. Right here. Right here.
Okay,
I've told you
okay.
this
You really
before. I'm like,
should.
would you be down to be my PA? Because
Yeah.
I need that.
Tell you what to do when you need to do it. I'll be your
No,
dog.
I just need you to do it.
You're dumb.
Don't tell me. I know. That's not the problem. It's the doing, Ty.
Oh, okay. So it's not just me telling you what to do. It'd be like, hey, you need to record this, and you're like, or you could
Or
do
you
it.
could record it for me.
Exactly.
Or
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of author
Gotcha.
PAs out there, and I'm sure that, I wish I could be an author PA, but one, I can't be like on call, and I don't have the
Yeah,
organization.
that'd be difficult.
Yeah.
I think maybe when I'm a stay-at-home mom, maybe it'll be something I look into. But
I get dibs.
yeah. Okay, fine. I'm already kind of your PA.
You
I mean,
are
I
in
do
a
all
lot
the
of ways.
editing for this kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Or I'm like, hey, can you look this up? Can you you
Yeah.
created some things for me for the book signing next week too. So
Yeah,
I was like, hey, would you
but I
mind?
like that kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm a creative. That's my brain.
Yeah.
Which is funny because can I come up with anything fun from my Instagram? No.
I know,
But
right?
maybe we'll get over that slump at some
The
point.
creative
I
needs a
know, I
creative.
know, I know. I've
Yeah.
tried to like
I
come up
need
with
Nest's good.
author services. Just I'm like, okay, I love this community. I love doing this. How can I make it monetary? How can I monetize it?
Mhm.
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 And so I thought of author services to do with content, but one, I'm like, I don't know if I have enough followers to be that attractive to authors for me to be like, I'll promote your book. It's like, well, who are you going to promote it to? Um,
Mhm.
and then
I think you have a substantial following. 7,000 was it 7,900? That's nothing to turn your nose up at. That's
yeah,
amazing.
That's a great number.
And it shows that you obviously what you're doing is working because you do have that follower. At the same time, like it's really difficult as a content creator because we're so taught to hone in on that number and for that number to be impressive when really sometimes it's just about the community that came along with it, right? The people that you've gotten to know and that those ride or dies that like no matter what you post are like, "Oh my gosh, I love it."
hmm
Like, those supporters, right? So, no, but I think that's I've been stuck at 1835 to 1841 for like months. I had a quick to 1,000 and then it just like but I mean, again, I'm gonna get what I put into it, right? And
Yeah.
I'm not
I
really
know, and
putting
that's what
much
I think
into it,
about.
but
I'm like, the people that are posting 4 times a day are the ones that are upping, hundreds of followers a day, and I've hit a plateau also, and it it's frustrating because 'cause I'm like, "What the heck do I need to, go viral?" I did have one post that I don't know how many views or whatever it needs to go viral, but it has, like, maybe 1,000,000 views, but it's literally
it's
of
viral.
a owl doing like this. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it like keeps turning its head, and it's like, "This is what it feels
Yeah.
like walking through a bookstore." And
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
like,
like, no, that's
"It
not the one
wasn't
I want to
even
go
me."
viral.
Yeah. I've had quite a few of my son, and I'm like, "Great. That's not what my content is about."
I
But, I mean,
know.
he's cute, so I
Yeah.
get it, but,
Yeah,
like,
and I've thought
Mm-hmm.
about that too. I'm
can
like, "How can I
something
use my kids?" Because everybody loves kids. And, like, I
Yeah.
have one that I recorded, like, when I first started my Bookstagram that I'm like, "Maybe I should, like, repost this because maybe people would like it now." And, yeah, but it's hard to.
You should do a series where your kids choose your next read.
Ooh.
That's a good series.
Get them to just, like, because 'cause they're not gonna have any concept of what the book is. I mean, they're 8 and 10, so they're like, I mean, they probably read books, but they'll probably just go based off a cover. Like, I get my husband to choose a book, I'm like, "Here's 6 books." He's like, "That one has a skull, so you should read that one. And that one has flames, so that should be your next
Yeah.
one." I'm like, "Did you read the back?" He's like, "No, but it has skull, it's cool, it's gonna be cool." I'm like, "You're so basic."
You're such a dude.
But it could be
Everybody's gonna love
fun.
this. It's got skulls on it.
Yeah.
Or maybe, yeah, like, have, like, a TBR jar that the kid chooses from, or maybe, like, set up some sort of activity that the kid gets to do, like darts or something like that, and that's how you choose your
See, she's the creative.
I don't know. I'm a creative.
She has these
Yeah.
great
This is
ideas
my
all
Maybe
the
brain.
maybe
time.
you need to make the, like, thing that's content calendar and content ideas and sell that. But, you can give it to
Don't,
me
That
for
Jen,
sounds like a
don't
lot
give
of
her
for
work.
ideas
praise
like that.
so that I can be like, "This thing is great."
Uh,
Yeah.
don't give her ideas, Jen, because she probably already thinking of a business name right now.
No, I messaged Jamie because we talk, like, literally every single day through voice note, and I'm like, "I just came up with another business, and I need your help. I'm gonna put something in your PR box." And she's like, "Okay."
Let's
I
do it.
love it. I love it.
All
Ridiculous.
right.
Yeah.
Well, as much as I don't want to, I think wow. What?
Did we talk about anything?
No,
This was literally just 3
this is
girls
what we do.
chit-chatting about nothing.
How about
It was
books?
so fun.
I'm so glad you had
Okay,
a good
good.
time, Jen. I told you we rabbit hole this thing. We don't have it. We are not, no
Did we
content
have any
planned.
questions? Yeah, did we get to any
I have
questions?
no
Was there
idea.
anything specifically? I don't know. I think it was a fun organic, just girl chit-chat.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'm okay
just
with
like
that.
we
That's what I
want this
love doing.
podcast
I
to
love
be.
just talking about books with friends. And it's nice to,
Love
like,
it too.
interact with your faces instead of just.
I agree with the
Yeah.
online
Yeah,
persona.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
All right, Ty, do you want to do your outro?
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so I don't know if you've ever seen Hot Ones, the YouTube video series. But at the end, they kind of throw the camera to the guests and they get a chance to like kind of promote where you can find them, anything they have coming up, stuff like that. So I will do my outro. So Jen girl, I don't want to go. We're having so much fun just like girl chit-chatting and I'm sad that it's coming to an end
Me
and I'd
too.
love to have you back on and I feel like JV feels the same. But before we let you go, the mic is yours. Let the people know what you got going on in your
And
life.
where we can find you.
Okay. Well,
Pressure!
I know. I'm like, what I have coming up, but I'm not a good planner. Um,
Well,
This
nothing,
whole
nothing
podcast,
as of
I'm
right
not gonna
now.
play.
I've got some really great stuff coming up that I need to think of.
There'll probably be something later today.
Uh,
That's so good.
um, well, you can find me at JennGrandReads on Instagram and TikTok.
Perfect.
One
I have
word,
a
right?
Facebook. Yes, one word, no dots, no dashes or whatever. Um, since I made that, I have since come up with like way more fun handles that I should have had, but
You can
you know.
change them still.
I know,
It's
but
never too late to rebrand. I rebranded. I was Tyler's Book Club Reads when I first started, and now I'm Hello Happy Good Morning.
You should
I like
totally
that.
It's never
rebrand
too
it.
late.
I know. Well, you guys tell me what you think. Because my last name is Grand Leonard, so I play on the whole grand thing. And now that I have a library, I thought of my grand library.
Beautiful.
What do you
I
think?
love it.
I love
Really?
it. You
I
should,
love
you know what?
it.
That should be your next content. You should create a post letting people know that you are rebranding.
I literally have goosebumps. Can you see that? Suits you so well.
That's perfect.
I love
Do
that.
it.
I feel like
And it doesn't put you into like a box, you know? Like sometimes having the word reads in your thing is like I only just read books. But you could do anything with that. You could have so much fun in the library.
yeah,
It's great.
I
Library.
know.
I say library and weird.
I have this image of people like who follow me but didn't get the message, and then they're like, "Who the heck is this my grand library person?" And then like massive
Love
unfollowing.
it.
No, you
No.
have to have a post announcing it. I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
People rebrand all the time. I think it's totally, I love the name too.
Okay.
Yes, and I could see like your little icon being like your bookshelves and then
Yeah.
like you in front of it or something like
Cute.
that. Just because you have an impressive book room. So show that shit off. You put so much hard work into it too.
I agree.
So
Okay, well now I just have to figure out the content for explaining that. How to rebrand. Chat GPT, how do I rebrand?
yeah.
Totally doable.
Yeah. Well, I guess then be looking out for a rebrand of my grand library, maybe.
I love it.
What do I have coming up? I hope I have some more lip syncing videos if people like them. I don't, it's hard to know if people catch on to those or not. Hopefully some more What's in the Mail Wednesday for those of us who don't make it by Monday.
Nice.
And I really don't know what else.
Hey,
Whatever
you
else
know
comes
what?
up in my
perfect.
brain.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much
love
for
it.
coming on and chatting with us, Jen. It was
Yes.
so much fun.
I had a
Would love to
blast.
have
I
you.
hope you guys.
I laughed a lot.
Yeah. That's
I
always the
loved
goal.
it.
Yes. I would love to be
Yeah.
back anytime you guys want me.
Absolutely.
Totally.
Absolutely. All right.
Back is my grand library
That's right.
or grand library or whatever you said.
My
it was.
grand
Yeah.
library.
My
I think
grand
it's
library.
I think
Yeah,
it's
my grand.
beautiful. All right, Jen.
Just make sure it's not taken. I think it's gorgeous.
Yeah, I do have to make sure it's not taken. I haven't thought about that.
You can play with it. I'm
Yeah,
sure you'll find
dots and dashes and all those fun things.
it. Exactly. All right, friends.
All right, perfect. Well, we will see you later. Have a great rest of your weekend.
Thank you. Heading to the pool with my
And
family
Very nice.
that sounds like so much fun. That sounds like so
with my
much fun.
Kindle.
All right.
All right.
We'll
Thank you
see
so
you
much for
soon,
having
Jen.
me. This was a blast. My wonderful first experience of being on a podcast.
Awesome.
You crushed it. Yeah, you were
Great.
great.
Thank you so much. It was a
All
blast.
right. We'll see you later, Jen.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.